Hey nieces and nephews, it's your favorite auntie, Monique Judge, and this is Auntie Unfiltered. Now today is a very special episode of Auntie Unfiltered because today, July 24th, is your auntie's 49th birthday. That's right, 49 baby, looking good, fine like wine. Let's whine about it. So, I'm gonna discuss a topic that's very near and dear to my heart. It is ageism. I received an email from a woman who identifies herself as Miss V. And this is what Miss V wrote to me. Hi, Auntie. Hopefully you can shed light on my situation. I'm retired and occasionally work temp assignments. I'm very happy being retired and really like working whenever I choose to supplement my income. However, I've noticed on at least 2 assignments that an employee asked me how old I was, and one sister had the nerve to tell me how much I reminded her of her grandmother. I politely answered with my decade, not my exact age, and the grandmother remark, I offered a sweet smile and changed the conversation. Neither one of them got it. I'm a very confident 66-year-old black female, but for the life of me, I don't know if these remarks were supposed to be an insult or are young people nowadays just that stupid and inconsiderate, especially since one of the ladies was in her 50s and the other lady in her late 20s. Others on the same team also did not seem to know how to interact with me and seemed uncomfortable. I know what blatant sexism and racism feel like all too well, but ageism I'm struggling with. I'm older, obviously not a threat to your career. Is it a sin to be older in the workplace in 2020? I would love your feedback on this matter and your advice on how to navigate through this season. Regards, Miss V. Well, Miss V, I'm definitely glad you asked. First of all, as I said at the beginning, ageism is bullshit. The whole reason ageism exists is because this society that we live in focuses so much on youth. Places a heavy importance on youth. Everything we're sold is about being young. As women, we're told we're not good enough if we show any signs of aging. If you have a laugh line, if you have lines in your forehead and you're not getting Botox, anything like that, then you're told, oh, you're not good enough. You're not pretty enough. You're not beautiful enough. And that's just wrong, honestly. It's funny that we live in a society, especially as black people, you'll hear black people referring all the time to our elders and our ancestors. And if we revere these people so much, then why do we treat the older people in our society so poorly? Why do we make them feel as though they are useless? Why do we make them feel like they're some sort of enigma to be stared at and marveled at? That's not the case. Honestly, I believe that people with age bring a lot to the table. You have a lot of life experience. You've gone through different things. You have a lot of information to share. In fact, that was the whole basis and foundation of why I wanted to come up with this idea to do this video series, because I believe that in my age, I have a lot of experience to share, a lot of knowledge to pass on, advice I can give, things that I've learned along my path that might help other people from making the same mistakes that I did. Now, one thing I will say is this, as far as the workplace goes, it's never too late to do anything that you want to do. I promise you that. Some of you may already be aware, but for those of you who are not, journalism is a second career for me. Now, I spent many years working in consumer finance and marketing for some major corporations, including Bank of America, Nations Bank, Nextel, and when I was laid off from my last job, which was American Apparel, back in 2009, back when all the drama happened at American Apparel, I decided that I wanted to switch paths and go after my own passion, which was writing. So I enrolled in classes at my local community college, and I happened to take a journalism class, and I was hooked. So I went ahead and continued my studies at Arizona State University, Walter Cronkite School of Journalism. And mind you, all of this happened past the age of 40. When I was brought on as a permanent freelancer at the Root, I was already 45 years old, okay? So when I was hired permanent, and then that was like my 46th birthday present. I was hired permanent for the Root, and now I've been here 4 years. I'm turning 49 today, and I still have so much more to give, so many more experiences to share. My writing skills are still great. We bring a lot to the table, and there's no reason anyone who is above a certain age should be made to feel useless, but that is the way society works, right? So I want you to just focus and remember that you are special, that your story is special, that your story deserves to be told and lived to the fullest. And damn what anyone has to say about it. You're here, and any day above ground, as my mama and my granny always say, any day above ground is a blessing. So I want to hear from y'all. If you have questions, if you have comments, if you have concerns, if you need advice, or you have a topic that you think Auntie should discuss, please hit me up at auntiesubmissions@theroot.com, and I'll see y'all over here next week. Peace.